like we should turn it this way a little bit, and now we should have the room, the view, the board, and without the bright lights over there. I wonder if I turn it this way towards me, it might shine across me, but it might shine out the board. So this is my way of finally learning how to, what do they call this in movie making, when you adjust the lights and all this. I have to, of course I am the producer, the editor, the creator of the message, of the production. And what is the production? What have I produced? Working to produce me, myself, Mama Earth. Abana's World, right? The traumatized traumatologist coming to you live and in person. Africa Live here in the recovery room of racism non-anonymous. I'm on an energy flow that just has me wanting to just go with the flow and not stop the video, check the position, check the lighting, all of those things that go into, I suppose, what is called good movie making. Well, in the world, coming from where I'm from, that requires a particular amount of mental, emotional resource to be able to kind of get with that vibe and get with that flow. And that vibe and flow is to do things the correct way, and so much so that one becomes successful. You know that one is successful when a whole lot of other peoples are familiar with them and what they said or what they've done, and they attain a huge amount of economic resources for what they have done correctly. Did it make any sense? Did you get that? When people have experienced sufficient or, traumatic stress, and given the amount, the type, the over how long of a period of time, and up and down the pole, which area of lived experiences the traumatic stress is taking place, will determine the extent of the damage. And then the kicker is to say, okay, so this is damaged by traumatic stress, so therefore what they are saying and what they're doing and what they've produced doesn't count, null and void, because they are not producing or sharing the information in the correct way. I got a song for you to go with this little dance. How about that? Because like I say, here in the recovery room of Racism Non-Anonymous, the message is in the music. And by the way, did I tell you who I was? Let's see. Did I tell you who I was? Abana, the recovering African who is enslaved here in America. I am also a representative from the voices in the margins. Those of us down here, at the lowest level within the social scale, within this social level of lived experience, of course, you have, basically the wealthy, the income, middle class, and then the poor. Down here in the margins. And within the margins of the poor, there are certainly levels. And I may be, a bit closer to the top than a lot of us down here, yet I'm still here. So that's who I am. That's who I represent. I am also true to the cause of African liberation via unification and utilizing the tool of healthy and effective communications. Nah, that's not right. Why you want to leave me standing in the cold out here? I am also a scholar of African descent. I've done the work. I'm a scholar. I'm a traumatologist. I'm just traumatized. Kind of like that Einstein type people. They said Einstein was pretty wacky. But that's what they call us, mad scientists. Too in the 60s and 70s. I wasn't no fool. I went to school. And that's what happened. It's like awesome, the connection of life. Energy in motion. Energy in motion. Emotion. And then I'm sort of told that whatever I feel, that emotion is a bad thing. And that's my problem. That I must control, contain, order, and organize my emotion, feelings, the spirit. So I felt that pop. I had a little pop. I found a little pocket of pain there for a minute when I thought about what I was, heard myself, my thought. And sadness was connected to the expressed thought, recognizing a loss. What is that loss? That I'm left out in the cold. I lost the connection to the community, the broader community and society. You. Tabitha Smiley, I met in person. Cornell West, I met in person. Deans of schools. Community activists. And organizers. Right here in my city. And within the African community and collective, musicians, Luciano, all of you are people I have worked to connect with and share with, and I have had, or rather that I have had direct contact with. Whether you remember it or not, I do, so that's my experience. But let me stop for a bit. This is another episode in Anna's World, a message from the recovery room of Racism Anonymous.
Whoa, whoa, See